Okay, this is something that I didn't, well, it worried me first time I rebuilt one of these. I'll show you what I mean. It's on the cam gears. Okay, so you've got 4 cams, rear exhaust, rear inlet, front inlet, front exhaust. That's the driver off the crankshaft, and it also runs the oil pump. That whole thing there is the oil pump, and it pokes up through a hole and it's got a gear on the end of it. These things, there is a breather hole on earlier ones. I don't have one of those, so I can't help you there, but that has to be timed up. But when we talk about timing, we're really talking about these marks. There's one on there, and it's got to line up with that one. And then there's 2 more on this one. See, that one's got to line up with the one on the crankshaft. That one lines up with that mark there. There's a mark there, and it's got to line up with that one. Now, as you can see, these are not, they're not like in the drawing. They don't exactly match. They're ever so slightly off. Hang on, this one down, where are we? Yeah, this one down here as well. You can see the marks are slightly off, and you cannot get them exactly. This one again doesn't seem to be exactly lined up. You can't get them exactly. I mean, you can get them exactly, it just doesn't look exactly for the marks. The other thing you need to look for is shims. These marks can be, if you can't see the marks, that means there is a thin metal shim, like a really, really thin washer on there. And essentially, if the engine's been running for any length of time, a few thousand miles or something, it's worth re-shimming it. You don't have to do it, but it keeps the noise of the cam gears down, and it just makes them run truer. You know, they're not rattling around side to side. So shimming, outside the scope of this, but look it up. It's I won't blame you if you don't do it. It's such a fiddly job. Anyway, that's the main thrust of this, is those timing marks. They never quite look like they line up, but if you get them out, you can see when they're out because they're just wildly out, but when they're in, they just don't look right. And it's just the marks on the wheels, it's not the actual, you haven't got the timing out of sync or anything. Right, cheery bye.